This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Skip Money.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast of East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. So I'm really excited to have a guest with us in the studio this morning for the first time, and I'm really excited to learn all about them and what they do, and I'm sure you will be as well, because today I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Mr. Tony, and tell me if I'm wrong, Zeoli?
That's perfect. You got it right.
Zeoli, all right, I
Yes,
nailed
very
it.
good,
All right.
very good.
Who is the
I
owner,
like phonics.
operator?
Yeah, you might
Awesome.
have taken phonics in school.
Yeah,
Yes.
funny. So Tony is the owner of Digital Strategy Works. Tony, we're glad to have you. Welcome to the show.
Excited. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for inviting me on.
Well, we're thrilled to have you. Like I said, all excited to learn all about you and Digital Strategy Works. So if you don't mind, why don't you kick us off by telling us about your business and what you do?
Sure. Based here in Asheville, North Carolina, since 2014, and before that, New York City, since 2010. Digital Strategy Works is a full-service digital marketing agency, basically focused on WordPress websites and the digital marketing and social media connectivity around that, as well as SEO. And so we have a number of clients here in Asheville and nationally, and we work to integrate the website component, the social media component, and the multimedia component as a kind of full suite set of content tools, and then focus on how to spread that message through digital marketing. For example, what we're doing here, audio or video podcasting, digital marketing through Facebook and Google and LinkedIn ads and that sort of thing, as well as work on and focus on SEO, which is really critical for small business owners to be recognized in their market. And so that's what we're doing here in Asheville.
Very good, very good. Well, how did you? What's your journey? How did you get started in this business?
Oh, my journey. Really, it goes back to the mid 90s when I started one of the first efforts to put DJs online with my first startup called NetMix. And people wanted to hear DJ mixes, and there was no way to hear them online back then. And so I came up with a way to do that while I lived in Boston. And then I moved that to New York City in 1996, grew that business through to 2000, sold it to another company, and then we kind of ran into the .com 1.0 crash. And I got the name back and that sort of thing. And then I just went to work really in digital media as a producer, senior producer, as a streaming media manager. And then I got into program and product development from that. So that's kind of a natural progression from producing content into building the shells that hold the content and display the content to the end user, right, to the audience. And it was really a 10-year journey through the 2000s of working in product development and project management with various companies and startups. Got a lot of experience there, and then started my agency in 2010 when I said, gee, I can do this myself. I don't need to work for anybody. And built my agency up from the ground up in New York City for a few years, and moved to North Carolina in 2010, where I took a job at UNC Chapel Hill, working in a digital newsroom in the J School, building a digital newsroom to help the students with digital news production and kind of give them a grounding in that before they would go off and send their resumes to the Washington Post or whatever other media organization they wanted to work for. Once I left Chapel Hill, I bounced over to Greensboro, had a job there, and then we got to Asheville in 2014, and I started basing myself here and really promoting and marketing what we do, and picked up some really cool clients. And just since 2014, so over the last 11 years, I've really been focused here in and around Asheville. For example, one of my longest clients and wonderful client, 67 Biltmore, sandwich shop and catering company downtown, who I've done their website for, and I do all their SEO And I just recently revised the menu system for them because the menu system that they had, which I had built originally, kind of went away. The third-party provider, just kind of pivoted, and so I had to rebuild their whole menu system. So I do things like that, right? I also have some other businesses that are in the music sector and radio sector, but really for the purpose of the Neighbor podcast, the Good Neighbor podcast, I'm focused on Digital Strategy Works as the overarching firm that's doing all that good work for our clients local. I also have like a stump grinding client and a spa, and here in Nashville, a European skincare and spa. So it's really all small businesses, right, that I'm supporting. And then in addition to that, I am a coach through Mountain BizWorks, which is a lending and learning organization, nonprofit downtown. So I split my time between coaching through Mountain BizWorks and doing the Digital Strategy Works stuff that we do for my clients.
Wow, you sound like an extremely busy guy.
Yeah, and I have a 10-year-old.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, if there is any time at all left after work, what do you like to do for fun?
I really love sports. As a matter of fact, we're taking our son to the Taurus game for the last one of the last games of the season right here in Asheville on Saturday night. I love to bring him into the sports world, through soccer and basketball. I shoot around a little bit. I love basketball. Taken to Charlotte to see a Celtics game when they happen to play the Hornets in Charlotte, because I'm from Boston originally. And, I also like to DJ. I've been a DJ for many years since I was a kid. And I host a Facebook group here in Asheville called the Asheville House Music Society. So I manage that Facebook group, and it's got over 2,000 members. And we talk about house music and cool, that cool stuff and clubbing and whatnot. I don't club. I'm 59, so I don't go out as much as I used to. But from time to time, I go out and see DJs, and I host my mix shows on Twitch and on Mixcloud, and then I produce them and record them for Mixcloud from time to time. So I really love, and I'm very passionate about DJ culture, because I've been working in that, whether professionally or as a hobby, since I was, very, very young. 12 or 13 years old.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's switch gears for a second. Can you describe a hardship or a life challenge that you've overcome and how it made you stronger in the end?
Yeah, it's, as an entrepreneur, I've had to raise money, and I've had to work with partners, and I've had to work with the company that acquired us. And there were a lot of stressful moments in that 6-month build up to the time that we sold the company. And there were some tears and some very stressful moments. For example, we owed, the company that acquired us needed to pay our attorney for the acquisition, for all the paperwork for the acquisition. And they were hemming and hawing and didn't pay him. And he showed up at my door, and he was kind of threatening me. And I kind of had a meltdown, and I was really sad that it didn't, it wasn't going according to plan. And so it all worked itself out. But, in that, I just learned that there are intangible things that you have to really understand before you go into when things happen, and make sure that the people that you're working with, and the people that support you, and the people that are acquiring you or funding you, live up to what they say they're going to do. And so that really calls into the idea of really preparation, and having a voice, and making sure your voice is heard, and that your voice is agreed to, and that you don't let someone get over on you in terms of bypassing you or ignoring you, right? So those are really important intangible skills that don't come, from high school or college. They come from real world, experience that you are in the trenches. And so, there are many more. I went through 9/11 out here. I went through Hurricane Helene. So I've seen 2 major, calamities. And that made me learn to be prepared, right? Always be prepared.
Right.
for anything that can happen, life events that can happen. And sure, there's so many other things that I could speak to, but for the purposes of the podcast and the brief time we have together, I think the ones that I focused on here, should give you a good idea of what the hell I've been through, and how
And
I've
back.
been able to maintain and move forward. And I also think it's taking a measured approach. Some people push you into, do this now. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And a therapist I used to go to used to say, should equals shit, right? Like, don't let people tell you what you should do, right? Do what you know you need to do. And that's another life lesson that I've learned, that I apply to, my entrepreneurship endeavors, as well as my client interactions, right?
Very good. Very good. Great story. And yeah, you've been through it, but look at you now. Running
Yeah,
multiple
look at me
businesses, doing a
now.
great job. Look at you now.
Yeah, I got, 59 of my hair is, receding.
Well, I'm
But I'm
58,
okay.
and mine's sliding out too. So
Yeah.
um,
Well, I need to come over and get what you got.
no. Well, it's barely hanging on. Trust me. Well,
Yeah.
if you could think of one thing that you'd like our listeners and viewers to remember about digital strategy works, what would that be?
I think that when you work with myself, and I'm really the primary person that most people interact with, I think you'll find that very professional. Um, I really take a professional approach. I really try to educate my clients on what it is that we're doing, and leave them with the how to. And, a lot of times people work with web developers and social media marketers who say, yeah, we'll do it. But I realized along the way in my 3-decade journey of doing this is that preparation, education, and commitment, to the outcome is really, where I think we thrive, is to make sure that we're shipping a product that our clients are happy with, that they can understand how to work with, and that they can get something out of, whether it's revenue, whether it's an audience, whether it's knowledge, shared, whatever it is that the client is looking to do. Because I have such a broad background in a variety of different verticals, from real estate to small business to finance to entertainment media. I've seen a lot across my world that I'm able to apply to the projects that we do, and that's important to have that experience. So it really comes down to that. Experience matters.
Absolutely. Good thing to remember. So, for those of us, you service small businesses. If anybody listening is in need of digital marketing services, how can we learn more?
You can go to our website, digitalstrategyworks.com, and you can read all about us and all the tools that we put in place to help you grow your small business on the web and digitally. You can email me directly through the online form there, and I get all those emails and I'll respond to you. Or you can call us at 828-412-0990. Those calls really ring, they go through Google Voice and I'll get the message, or it will ring right to my mobile phone and I'll pick up. It's really me. It's, we're a small business, so I don't have a team fielding our calls. I'm the one. I'm the in-person, receiver of inbound leads, and I will, return your call, and I'll be happy to set up a 30-minute, consultation for free to talk through your issues, talk through what you want to do, and come up with some ideas and suggestions. And if it works out for us to work together, great. And if it doesn't, I can always refer you on to someone who's more skilled in the area, of expertise that you desire.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tony. And I'm jealous. Drink a cup of coffee for me. You're in a coffee shop. And,
Yeah, I'm here at the Drippolator. Hopefully, one day you'll have the owners of the Drippolator. The Drippolator is a great coffee shop here in Asheville, and they have multiple locations now. They've really expanded, and they have one here in right in Biltmore Village. So that's where I am situated to be on this call. And yes, I will have a cup of coffee, iced decaf for you.
Awesome. I appreciate that, and appreciate the lead on the coffee shop too. I'll definitely want to give them a call, get them on the show.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Okay.
well, Tony, can't tell you how much I appreciate your time and for sharing your story with our listeners and viewers, and wish you, your agency, and your family all the best moving forward.
All right, so appreciate it. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, and maybe we can have you back sometime.
Hope so.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnptry-cities.com. That's gnptry-cities.com or call 423-719-5873.